charge of various youth teams at international level as well. He won the FIBA Europe Under-18 Championships and the Under-20 Championships as well with Greece. It should be a fascinating battle ahead, this one. Which of these two can maintain their perfect start? Tsmoki-Minsk actually lost in their domestic game on Saturday against Avtodor, 86-69, despite Rob Lowry and Chris Clyburn picking up 16 points each. Lowry with a double-double in the win over Cholet, 18 points and 10 assists in his first ever Basketball Champions League game. He'll attempt to become the second player to post a double-double in points and assists in each of the first two Basketball Champions League appearances after Chris Wright did the same thing last season. But a big challenge against the former winners and much fancied AEK team, who have such a good home record in this competition. We're ready to go in Athens. Group C action in the Basketball Champions League. So AEK hosting Tsmoki-Minsk of Belarus here in Athens, Greece this evening. Group C action in the 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League. Tsmoki-Minsk in the blue, getting off to a difficult start here and almost paying the price early on for that turnover. But a good response, and the three-point attempted by Lowry, not quite good enough. Both teams with an opportunity to trouble the scoreboard early on. Maxim Salash, impressive last week. "20 points for him as Tsmoki-Minsk opened the scoring. Klavs Kabars getting the first points of the evening here in Greece as the hosts look to reply and do so straight away through Chrysakopoulos. And he gets his points tally up and running early on in this first quarter. Rauzenka finding Lowry. Salash back to Rob Lowry. Standout player arguably in that win on the opening round of games in this group. Here come AEK once again. The three-point attempt is good. And it's Jankovic who knocks down the first three of the night. Greek international, who's celebrating exactly a year since he joined this club. Turnover possibly here as well. The foul is called. First foul has been called here today as AEK look to build on this early three-point lead. The three-point attempt no good this time though from Keith Langford, 37-year-old, who picked up that incredible points tally last week. 30 points against Holland, 3 rebounds, 3 assists as well. He became the first player in Basketball Champions League history to score 25 or more points in 5 different games in a single season in the last edition of the Basketball Champions League. He was the MVP for that particular edition as well, of course. 37-year-old American. Rob Lowry with the first chance from the line here. And that opens his account. No trouble from the free throw line there for Lowry. 1 point game as things stand. Early days in this Group C encounter. Here is Langford, the lefty. Nicely worked here by Ike. Yannick Moreira looking to knock one down, fails to do so, and it's gathered by Lowry. It's Chris Clyburn getting involved. He's certainly one to look out for this evening. 11 on the shot clock here. It is Tsmoki-Minsk who will retain possession. Can the Belarusians get themselves back in front again? It's been a tight start. A few missed opportunities early on for the visiting team. Like just looking to get themselves on track here. And this is the man they're going to have to try and stop. Yannick Moreira is a key player for them. The Angolan centre. And that is nicely put away to give the Belarusians the lead. Rauzenka. And Langford immediately responding at the other end. And he's up and running. 30 points in that 4-point win over Hapoel Holon last week. For Keith Langford. Great response though from Tsmoki-Minsk, who get their first three-pointer. Rauzenka again takes his personal tally to 5, knocks down his first 3. The Belarusians with a 2-point lead, but for how long? Not for long is the answer. Great response from Chrysikopoulos, who ties the game. And things just warming up now in Athens. Salash, Rauzenka, and Salash again. Cuts inside and draws the foul. Foul called on Langford there. Salash knocks down the first of the 2 free throws here to get his first points of the night. No problem. 2 from 2 there for Maxim Salash. Tsmoki-Minsk have their 2-point advantage once again. Lovely pass there and finished well by Yannick Moreira. He'll do that all night if they let him. Did well to draw the foul. Can make this a 3-point play. Firemenko is the player penalised. Only just come on, the veteran Belarusian international. And Moreira knocks it down. Double-double for him last week as well, as Tsmoki-Minsk looked to respond, and Clyburn unable to make the putback. A missed opportunity again for the visiting team. Langford, Moreira, Gikas, Out to Langford. The left-hander not draining the three this time. He could barely miss last week. It's been a relatively quiet start from him. 7 rebounds so far for Tsmoki-Minsk in this first quarter as they look to impose themselves on the hosts, and that's exactly what they do. Chris Clyburn getting his first 2 points. A rebound claimed by Veremenko. Turnover though. Minsk could be caught out here. Yannick Moreira, can they stop him? That was clever play by Yannick Moreira, draws the foul. Maxim Salash penalised, much to the frustration of the head coach, Rostislav Vergun. There's the foul, pretty clear. The first one missed there by Moreira. He does have this to tie the game again. It's an even start. 6 minutes played in the first quarter here. And to choose between these two teams who both won their opening games in Group C last week. Leading the way early on in this group. A long, long way to go. Top two make it through to the playoffs. As Salash goes for the three and knocks it down. And Maxim Salash just extends that lead here for Tsmoki-Minsk. Here's Langford. Keeping him quiet will be the biggest challenge for tonight's visitors. And here come the hosts again. Well claimed. Good work by Chrysikopoulos, who still has it. Spins away to try and make the layup, can't get it to go. Veremenko with another rebound. Defensively, he's going to be really important. And he's on the court. Maxim Salash again, he's knocked down 1-3 already. Decided against it that time. And Veremenko draws the foul. Second foul for Yannick Moreira as the Angolan is replaced. Jonas Mashulis, Marcus Slaughter and Matt Lejeski coming onto the court here for AEK as they look to recover this 3-point deficit here. Another foul called. And Mashulis it is, as you can see there, who's penalised. Benjamin Paveldodou drawing the foul. Lithuanian international. Paveldodou with the chance to get some points on the board early on here, having just come on. 29-year-old. Knocking down both free throws, and Tsmoki-Minsk have a good-looking lead now. 5 points. Dodou making no mistake there with the early opportunity. Lejeski once again, AEK aren't able to make it count. It's a good period of the game, this, for Tsmoki-Minsk. Veremenko against Marcus Slaughter. Tries to draw the foul, unable to do so. 35-year-old Slaughter doing well there. Experience proving effective there. And here he is again. That's a lovely pass. Can they finish here, AEK? Not this time. Veremenko has it again. It's another good claim. Third rebound for him already. As the shot goes up and is knocked down. It's just inside. It's a 2 for Rauzenka. He's having a really good night so far. He's got 7 points already. 3 from 3 from the field as well for Rauzenka. Zizis does draw the foul there. Minsk with a 7-point advantage. Less than a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. What can AEK produce here? Jankovic draws the foul. And complaints from Klaus Kavas. Vlado Jankovic can add to his 4 points here. Knocks down the first of the free throws. Can't get the second one to go though. There's still a healthy-looking 6-point lead here for Tsmoki-Minsk in this first quarter. They'll be happy with the start they've made here. Jeski looking to lay it up. That was foul called in the end. Kavas actually did pretty well, but it's Rauzenka, I think, has been penalised. It's Benjamin Pavel-Dodou, rather, who was involved there as well. He's the one who's been singled out by the official. Marcus Slaughter drawing the foul. And he gets a chance from the free throw line here. I'd be disappointed to have missed both of those. It's a chance that's gone begging there for AEK. It's 3 from 7 from the foul line so far. A little wasteful. Salash unable to hold that under pressure from Jonas Mashulis. Still a 6-point lead here for Tsmoki-Minsk. Salash with a great finish. Maxim Salash takes his personal tally to 7. 2 from 2 from the field for him. Having knocked down a 3 already, and it's a good response from AEK, and they needed that. Matlajeski picking up his first points. Nicely picked out by Jonas Mashulis. It's his first assist. As we come into the final few seconds here. It's a good lead for Tsmoki-Minsk. Can they make it better? No, they can't. Mashulis with the rebound, and there is the buzzer to signify the end of the first quarter. Tsmoki-Minsk will be delighted with their start here. They have a 6-point lead over the hosts and former champions AEK here in Athens, 22-16, at the end of the first. Just a little less wasteful so far in this game. It was a pretty slow start from both teams. It was an even start as well, and just gathered a bit of pace as the quarter went on. Tsmoki-Minsk will be delighted that they've been a little more efficient when the chances have presented themselves. And they've managed to keep the likes of Langford and Yannick Moreira quiet. It's a long way to go. And AEK will certainly feel they have more than enough to get themselves back in this game. 6 points can be cancelled out very quickly, especially when you have the kind of home record that they do. That's exactly what they'll be looking for in the second quarter, just to try and get things moving a little quicker. So AEK will need to pick things up in the second quarter here, down by 6. Tsmoki-Minsk with the 22-16 advantage at the end of the first quarter. This is Janis Mashulis. Can't get it to go. Clyburn with the rebound. Clyburn, key player for Tsmoki-Minsk, relatively quiet in that first quarter. Seems Salash picking him out again. Now what can Clyburn do from here? He's drawn the foul and he'll go to the line. Couple of free throws on the way here. Chris Clyburn with 2 points to his name so far. 24-year-old, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist in that victory over Cholet last week. Well, he missed the first, but made the second. Tsmoki-Minsk have that 7-point lead now. Mashulis. Majewski releases quickly and gets it back. Thought about the three. Rauzenka closing down quickly to prevent him from doing so, and the foul is drawn. Into the corner here, and the three-pointer is no good. Oh, it is good. Well, it looked as though that one wasn't going to drop, but it does. A quick response from AEK, and they really needed that. Kavopoulos knocking down that three, his first points. That's the gap from 7 to 4 as another foul is called here. Maxim Salash drawing the foul. Janis Mashulis, the player, penalised again. It's an unsportsmanlike foul from Jonas Mashulis, so free throws awarded. 2 of them here for Maxim Salash. And 2 from 2. For Tsmoki-Minsk's number 7. He has 9 points now in total, the game leader. As things stand, 6-point lead for the visiting team now. Lowry picked it up again. Nice bounce pass. Can they finish here? Cavars gets it to go. Nicely done. Clavs Cavars with the finish. Lovely play that. Really well worked. Lowry the provider. 4 assists now for him already. Couple of rebounds and a couple of points as well, as Mashulis looks to knock down a 3, which is exactly what he's done. Jonas Mashulis opens his account for the evening. Much needed that for AEK as Minsk respond through Clyburn. Maybe he will start to motor now. The 7-point lead is restored once more. Biggest lead of the game, 8 points for Tsmoki-Minsk so far. At one stage they were leading 22-14 shortly before the end of the first quarter, as Slaughter finds a way through. First points of the night for Marcus Slaughter. Lowry drew the foul there that time from Nikos Izis. Sinetsky. Now Lowry floats it up. Clyburn, oh, what a play. That is outstanding from Tsmoki-Minsk. Lowry and Clyburn combining to great effect. There's Lejeski, bounce pass into Slaughter, who draws the foul. A response from AEK. Cavars again. The player penalised. Superb from Marcus Slaughter. Chance to add to his 4-point tally. Five-point lead for Minsk, which is still intact after another missed free throw from Marcus Slaughter. He's not had much luck from the foul line so far. Steady progress here from Tsmoki-Minsk. It's another foul. Clyburn starting to cause havoc. Draws the foul cleverly there from Slaughter, his first foul of the game. Clyburn can add to the 7 points he's scored already. Chance here to join his teammate Maxim Salash on 9. And he has done just that. And again, we have a 7-point difference here. Katsivelis. Jeski to Slaughter. Katsivelis again. And great defense once more from Tsmoki-Minsk. They've got a good hand on this game at the moment. Can they take advantage of this period of control? Try and hammer home that lead. This is Lowry. Such a threat. Looks to lay it up and does so superbly, Rob Lowry. Already a provider of significant importance in this game. 4 points and 5 assists now. As Majeski goes for one from the corner, uncontested, knocks it down. A vital three-pointer from Majeski. And it just keeps AEK in touch once again. Just been a couple of occasions where Tsmoki-Minsk have threatened to establish a really significant lead, and AEK have managed to keep them in check. Here's Lowry, charging forward, looking to make the layup. Couldn't quite get it to go this time. AEK looking to break quickly. Foul is called. Krasinecki, his second foul of the game. Majeski. Tsmoki-Minsk. Still going Tsmoki-Minsk. Can't get it to go though. It's really well claimed, and Lowry on the charge once more here for Tsmoki-Minsk. And Lowry. And a bit of a fumble. Out of character, that one. It's still a 6-point game, just as it was at the end of the first quarter. Not a great deal has changed. In the opening 5.5 minutes of the second here. Chance perhaps from the corner. The three-point attempt is good. How about that from Majeski? That is a big three and a critical moment. Timeout called as AEK closed the gap. They're back to within 3, trailing by 35 points to 32.
Super, ты сделал super. Okay, guys, on this one, help here and this. Drop that to rotate. Вова туда не идет. Вова идет направо. Now let's try chest. Chest. And the second time, let's run short splash. Chest, short. Guys, press breaks. Okay. Вова, set the screen. And look for this one. Tom, now look, because they follow backs. And yes, to the pass. We have. Chris, be here. Chris, be here. See, if he gets cut, Максик, чуть-чуть делаешь движение, и тогда он будет забраться сразу. Oh, wow, let's go. Смотри, man. I can score.
Majeski's three-pointer coming at a critical time there for AEK. Suddenly find themselves closing in on their opponents, who have led for the vast majority of this game so far. Still over 4 minutes to go in the first half as travelling is called against Veremenko. Turnover count a little high as far as Tsmoki-Minsk are concerned, but they'll be reasonably happy with the overall display so far in this first half. The next few minutes are going to be critical as we approach the halfway stage, because AEK seem to be getting into the swing of things here. Katsivelis knocking down that three. Veremenko here finding Chris Clyburn. Chris Clyburn draws another foul. Second foul for Zizis. Another missed free throw. Chris Clyburn has made 3 from 5, make that 4 from 6. He moves into double digits for the evening. First player to do so. Ten points for him, a 1-point lead for Tsmoki-Minsk. But it's going to be a lead at last for AEK. First time in a long time. They are up in this game, only by 1. Gameday with the layup. And they get a 3 to get them level shortly before. And that's how quickly things can change. Just a good little spell, this, from the Greek team. Seven-point lead was looking pretty secure not long ago at all, and then suddenly it's vanished as Maxim Salash looks to respond. It does well to claim the rebound and draw the foul. He will go to the line. He was frustrated he didn't make the shot, but good work nonetheless from Maxim Salash. And he's got the chance now to get himself into double digits for the night. And for the second consecutive game, having hit 20 points in the win over Cholet. He does make the second, which ties the game. A little under 3 minutes left in the first half. Gameday here. Driving inside, Yannick Moreira. Matlajescu goes for the long 3, can't get it to go. Good claim that by Veremenko. Fourth rebound of the game for him. Imanis looking for the long 2, can't get it to go. Jankovic. And Langford. Quiet, even for Keith Langford so far, maybe not anymore. Knocks down the 2 to double his tally for the night. And open up a lead once again for AEK. Lemanis. Rosenka. Bounce pass into Veremenko, who gets it to go. And the veteran proving effective at both ends of the court there. First point of the game for him, ties it up at 39. Oh, Matlajescu getting onto the end of that pass. Beautifully picked out by Jankovic. As AEK retain the lead again. Up by 2. Brilliant assist from Vlado Jankovic. And it's a 2-point lead for the Greeks, again 41 to 39.
So they ice it. They ice it. So this guard, see, that's gonna be you. You go here, glove. Yeah, let's screen and let's try to, if they ice it. If they don't ice, play normal. So T, basically it's your read. That's your read. Because they crash like this. Yes, Paul, we got foul to give. Okay, so be smart, you know, like use it. Do not keep it. Especially on the mismatch when Langford is playing, put him on the sideline. Alright, let's go, guys. Press break. Давай. Tsmoki? Yeah.
Like just snatching the lead prior to that timeout called by Tsmoki-Minsk. Not a lot of time left in this first half now, coming to the end of the second quarter. 2-point game. Lowry. Get it back again here. 6 on the shot clock, might take this on himself. Might have to, steps back for the 3 and can't get it to go. And this is Langford. Season's MVP in the Basketball Champions League. He's drawn another foul. And Langford doing what Langford does. Chance for a 3-point play. Drawing the foul. Tsmoki-Minsk. Player penalised. Langford. Add to the 6 points he's racked up here. It has been a quiet night for him, as I said, but just starting to come to life here. AEK just starting to find their rhythm, open up a little bit of a lead. It's a 5-point game. An 11-point swing so far in this second quarter. Tsmoki-Minsk need a good 40 seconds or so here. Stop this from really getting away from them. Quite a big turnaround in this second quarter so far as Langford goes again. The no-look pass out to the corner. Good ball rotation here, and the 3 is knocked down by Vlado Jankovic. And that is another hammer blow for Tsmoki-Minsk, who are now 8 points down. And it might get worse. No, there's not enough time. That is the end of the second quarter. And AEK just turning up the heat a little in those closing moments. And suddenly the Belarusians have a bit of a deficit to make up. They led for the vast majority of that first half, but they trail now by 47 points to 39. Well, AEK with a slow start, it has to be said. Didn't really get going until midway through that second quarter when they started being much more efficient, much more effective. Just playing with a little more intensity. Majeski getting himself into double digits. Jankovic and Langford coming to the fore late on in that second quarter. Kleiben and Salash both have made double digits for Tsmoki-Minsk, but the visitors do have it all to do. As we head into the half-time interval, just to look at some of the key moments from that first half. Tsmoki-Minsk at one stage in the first quarter had built up an 8-point lead, and they did lead for long periods in the game. It was only towards the latter stage of the second quarter where things started to turn against them. And from an 8-point lead late on in the first quarter, at the end of the first half, they find themselves 8 points behind, and AEK, the former champions, the runners-up in the 2019-20 season, they've got themselves into a much better position with the second half approaching. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half here. A reminder that it is the hosts AEK who lead now at the end of the first half here in Athens, 47-39 in Group C in the 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
So it's Martin Krish, and then the dunk from Loom. How did it go? Power finish from him.
The ball screen, hard show again, forces him the other way, inside, tough one off the glass, just swatted away. Just waits, swats that away.
The floor at the moment and players coming off the bench. McGee spins, another tough shot, but he gets it to go. Tyrus McGee.
That's the drive from Blake's rejected. He'll keep it alive, trying to find something, throws it out, but it's tipped by Kleiben.
Well, if you like your basketball up and down, you're going to enjoy this one. Great pass. Super pass. Brzezinski is just pulling the strings here.
Again on his way to the basket. Here comes Lowry to Kleiben, gets up high. Kleiben moves to 13 points then.
Nice back cut, and McGee! Harris with the throwdown. CJ Harris.
Here comes Blakes, crosses over, wraps it around. Great find, and the easy score for McAnuh. Chance to run once more. Chasson wasn't looking, goes behind the back. Johnson throws it down. Jaron Johnson, first points of the night for him.
As well for three. Back to Langford. Step back is good for three, and Langford is unconscious from behind the arc.
So it was a slow start in that first half from AEK, the hosts here in Athens, against Tsmoki-Minsk, who led for a vast majority of that first half and find themselves 8 points down at the end of the second quarter. Third quarter just a couple of minutes away. We'll be getting things back underway very, very shortly. 47-39, the halftime score in Athens. 31 points racked up by Ilias Papatheodorou's team. He is the man in your picture at the moment, head coach of the Greek side. Took his team all the way to the final of the Basketball Champions League in the previous edition of the tournament. They are ever present at this event, taken part in all 4 previous editions of the Basketball Champions League and have always made the playoffs. They'll be hoping they can do the same again. They'll certainly put themselves in a strong position if they can pick up another win here today, having won their opening game against Hapoel Holon last week. Scored 100 points as well, 100-96 the final score in that one. It was a tight game against the Israelis, who have secured their first win in this group as well. A little earlier on today, they got the better of Cholet of France, who are 0-2 from their first couple of games in the regular season. Tsmoki-Minsk beat Cholet, of course, in the opening game last week. And as I said, they have led for long periods in this game so far. And it's just the second half of that second quarter where things started to get away from them and AEK started to really find their rhythm. And we are approaching the start of the second half, and it's going to have to be a solid start, a quick start from Tsmoki-Minsk. They can't afford to let AEK pick up where they left off, or they'll be really chasing this game. Just the last few instructions before the players head back out on court. And a quick reminder of some of the game leaders so far. Vlado Jankovic has impressed for AEK, 7 points for him, 4 rebounds. Nikos Gikas with 4 assists, though he hasn't registered any points so far in the game. Matt Najeski, the only player in double digits as far as point scoring goes for the home team. Salash and Clyburn both hitting double figures in that first half for Tsmoki-Minsk, who have it all to do as the third quarter gets underway. AEK against Tsmoki-Minsk in the second game for each of these two teams in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Group C action this, 2 teams who have already secured 1 win. Slaughter penalised there. It's a second foul for Marcus Slaughter. Lowry driving in and making it. A layup converted there by Rob Lowry. Six points for him now. And 5 assists in the first half for him as well, as Clyburn claims the rebound for the visiting team. Veremenko, Lowry, he draws the foul. And Katsivelis. Lowry for 3, can't get it to go. The rebound is easily claimed by Keith Langford. Langford again. Not quite seen him at his explosive best so far. Played about half of that first half. And picked up 7 points, having scored 30 last week against Hapoel Holon. But here he goes. Can he get into double digits with a three? He can. Keith Langford knocks it down. And takes Ike to the 50-point mark. His first three-pointer of the evening. Clyburn here for Tsmoki-Minsk. Biggest lead of the game so far for either team, a 9-point advantage for the hosts. As the foul is drawn by Rauzenka. Keith Langford's second foul. And 2 from 2 made from the line there by Andrei Rauzenka. 7-point difference now. Ike leading 50 points to 43. And there's the turnover and the chance for Tsmoki-Minsk. Mashulis gathers. Missed opportunity there to close the gap again for the visiting team. Tsivelis looking for a way through, can't get it to go. Nicely claimed by Slaughter, out to Mashulis. Frustrating for Ike that they weren't able to make the most of that. Frustration at both ends of the court as well. And it's just a foot out of bounds there, as you can see. Resulting in a rare turnover. Just a third for Ike in that. There's 2 in that first half. Clyburn floats it up, can't get it to go, doesn't draw the foul either. Langford. Mashulis looking for the three-point attempt, which is no good, well claimed by Slaughter. Langford wants it on the outside, it's Mashulis who finishes well. Nicely picked out by Vlado Jankovic. Second assist of the game for him. 9-point lead restored for Ike. Clyburn. Lowry. Struck the foot of Marcus Slaughter. Lowry looking for a way through, and the pass is a loose one. They just seem to have lost a bit of rhythm here. Clyburn is making way here for Tsmoki-Minsk. Trasinetsky is the one who's come on to replace him. Nice pass that from Mashulis. Slaughter couldn't finish though. Trasinetsky gets it to Lowry. Lowry's got options, goes it alone, lays it up and in. 7-point game now. Rare fast break conversion there from Tsmoki-Minsk. The ball's loose again here. Picked up by Keith Langford. He draws the foul. Klavs-Kabal's penalised. Second foul of the game from the Latvian, as Langford fails to make the 2-point jumper. 7 points in this here as Lowry goes again all the way. Nice finish from Rob Lowry. He's just picking up the pace a bit here. Makes double digits for the second game in a row. 5 assists and a couple of rebounds as well. Looking out perhaps for another double-double as Langford looks to make the 3 and does. Keith Langford has upped his game in this second half so far. His second 3-pointer. 8 points of difference now as Lowry draws another foul. First foul for Vlado Jankovic. Lowry. Again, just not quite on the right wavelength with one or two of his teammates. 8 turnovers now for Tsmoki-Minsk. You can see Lowry's frustration there. Did feel like there was an opportunity for the visiting team to close the gap. Lowry almost with the steal. Zizis had to recover it and did so. There goes Langford, floats it up, oh what a play! Thrown down by Slaughter. Langford and Slaughter coming to life there for AEK as they open up a 10-point lead. Hook shot, attempted finish, it is tapped in by Maxim Salash. Hugely important too there for Tsmoki-Minsk as they try and stay in touch. It's an 8-point game again. Done a little better with those second chance points in this game so far as Langford gets the pass out. Slaughter, Langford's got to get the shot away, does in time, can't get it to go. There's Rob Lowry. And Maxim Salash lost his footing. Tsmoki-Minsk will do well to retain possession here. And that won't be the case. More frustration for the visiting team. Let's have another look at this from Langford and Slaughter. The alley-oop pass and the dunk from Slaughter. Great combination. Play of the game so far. Three and a half minutes left in the third. AEK looking to extend that lead again, get it back to double digits. Time running out on the shot clock as Langford puts up the 2, can't get it to go. Might get another chance here. The left-hander draws the foul. Zizis. Mashulis draws the foul. He'll go to the line for the three. And to extend AEK's lead to 11 points, the biggest lead that either side would have had in the game so far. And Veremenko's been penalised. The second foul of the game. Yannick Moreira drawing the foul after the missed free throw from Mashulis, and Moreira can now put some more distance between the two teams. Biggest lead of the night. It's a 12-point advantage. AEK lead 61-49. And the former champions currently on course for back-to-back wins in the 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League, as the attempt is missed again there. Tsmoki-Minsk, lovely pass there. Mashulis throws it down. Jankovic, the provider again for Jonas Mashulis, who made no mistake. Timeout called with AEK on the charge. Tsmoki-Minsk disappearing behind them. A long way to go to catch them now as the Belarusians call the timeout. 63-49.
Go 45. But you play as a 2. Chris, you play as a 1. 45. When they play in this play where, you know, like the 4-man handoff and top pick with 5 and roll, try to catch. Always catch it. We will talk, we will tell you. So it's the only one where we catch. Это одна ситуация, где мы играем catch. 4, Pinikan, don't switch. Bench, если они играют эту ситуацию, do not switch. Okay, let's play it. And next one, 3 down. 3 down. All right, let's go. Tsmoki? Yes.
Some big plays from AEK in this third quarter. Jankovic and Mashulis combining on that occasion. We've seen Langford and Slaughter combine to great effect as well. The 14-point lead is a big one here for the two-time finalists and 2018 champions. Lemanis gets the long 2, had to make that. Minsk move into the 50s, still down by 12 though. Zizis might look for Moreira and just floats it up and in himself. Nikos Zizis doubling his tally for the night, restoring that 14-point lead with less than 2 minutes to go in the third. Big challenge ahead here for the side from Belarus as Trastinetsky makes that one count. His first points of the game. Turnover here. And foul called. And Zizis who's penalised. Veremenko it was who drew the foul. Third foul of the game for Nikos Zizis. Captain of this AEK team, 37 years old. And rejoined the club this year 15 years after he left the first time back in 2005, when he was part of the Greek national team that won Eurobasket. Same year as well, 15 years back. And he's given the opportunity here to Veremenko to knock down a couple of free throws and make it a 10-point game. It was quite a big swing between the end of the first quarter and the end of the first half. There's a 6-point lead for Tsmoki-Minsk at the end of the first, and an 8-point lead for AEK at the halfway stage. The Greeks currently up by 10. It's not unassailable as Tsmoki-Minsk to try and prevent their opponents from adding more to the scoreboard here. Minute to go in the third. Foul is called. It'll be another trip to the line. Veremenko with the foul there. Nikos Zizis will get the chance to go to the line again. Bit of a collision with the camera. Makes it 2 from 2. Nikos Zizis. He's immediately replaced by Nikos Kikas. AEK have a 12-point lead. We are into the final minute of the third quarter. Rob Lowry looking to spin and shoot, backs it in off the glass. 12 points, 5 assists for Rob Lowry. Keeping his team in touch here, although it is a 10-point lead. And it's going to take a big effort from Tsmoki-Minsk in the fourth to turn things around. Yannick Moreira. This is Kikas. Gets it to Mashulis, who knocks it down. The experienced Lithuanian, making no mistake. Just about time for one last effort in this third quarter. And it is beautifully banked by Lowry, who makes sure it's only a 10-point lead at the end of the third here. AEK leading 69-59. 1 10-minute period to play. Can the Belarusians turn things around in their first ever away game in the Basketball Champions League regular season? It's been pretty solid performance so far from AEK in the second half of this game. They improved gradually over the course of the first half. They've just established a control, really, in this game. only extended their lead by a further 2 points in that third quarter, but no stage did you really feel that Tsmoki-Minsk might be getting back into this. They are still in touch, they are still in with a chance here at the AEK Sports Center in Athens. It's a 10-point game and 10 minutes for the Belarusians to try and turn things around. Rob Lowry is going to be critical for Tsmoki-Minsk if they are to make a fist of it in this fourth quarter. And here he is again, 14 points racked up so far. And looking to weave his way through, gets the pass out to Clyburn. He's going to be vital as well. Can those two combine to give AEK a bit of a headache? Oh, it's a missed opportunity early for Chris Clyburn. And he made that three. Would have given Tsmoki-Minsk a really big boost early in this fourth quarter. Three-point attempt at the other end is good, and that's a blow to the Belarusians. Nikos Gikas making no mistake. Great time to open up your account for the evening. It's the 10th three-pointer that AEK have knocked down, only 2 made by their opponents. Maybe that's been the big difference as Clyburn is denied but fouled in the process by Yannick Moreira. That was a foul. As he went to try and block Chris Clyburn. I think Yannick Moreira may have been a little unhappy that Clyburn possibly just caught him there as he was hanging from the rim. Well, only 1 from 2 made from the line. So it is a 12-point lead. Floated up again, pass doesn't quite have the desired effect. Yannick Moreira wasn't able to finish it. The Lithuanian Mashulis has been penalised this time. Lowry drawing the foul. Third foul for Mashulis, who's quietly gone about having a really solid game. 6 rebounds, a couple of assists and 11 points. Lowry needs some magic from him in the closing stages here. Moreira swats it away. And Katsivelis just looking to get things under control here. Kikas into the corner, Matt Najeski knocks down another 3. It's another blow to Tsmoki-Minsk. Their 11th three-pointer of the night. And it's opened up a 15-point lead here for the hosts. 2018 champions leading 75-60.
Max got it. All right, let's try one more time. Stavrik. Rakos, you with the ball. Rakos, Zavil. No, Chris, that's you. Yeah, you take it here. Gloves. First Max received it. Yeah, Max received the ball. Max, лицом, да, стал нормально. Посмотрит, до 15 будет играть против себя. On the pass. On the pass, you go set the screen. Rakos туда, и Max атакует. Stay up and ready to shoot. Smoky? Yes.
a huge amount for Tsmoki-Minsk to do here. They needed a fast start in this fourth quarter. It's not quite worked out that way. Andrei Stavrowski has been brought on in place of Rob Lowry for Tsmoki-Minsk here, as Maxim Salash fails to put that one away. And really can't afford to miss too many opportunities now. Time not on their side here, and that lead for AEK is growing. Katsivelis, so lovely, lovely handoff. Couldn't quite finish the move off there. And the shoeless missing the opportunity to add to his tally. It's another turnover. Into double digits now, Minsk, in terms of turnovers. That'll be a bit of a disappointment. Yannick Moreira floats one up and gets it to go. The latest player to make double digits. 3 of the 5 on court now have 10 points or more. Turnover proving costly as Stavrowski fails to make that one count. "17 points the difference here. AEK in control. Nikos Kikas looks to go for the 3, knocks it down, and AEK now are running away with it. It's a 20-point lead. Kikas with back-to-back 3-pointers. 12 from 17 now the Greeks have made from distance. Very decent percentages there. Making more than 2/3 of their 3-point attempts. This is nicely worked by Tsmoki-Minsk, and Salash with the finish. Banks it in for another 2. 14 points for him. Kikas gets it back again. And came off the foot of Limanis. Majeski leaves it for Kikas. Goes for another 3. Is it 3 from 3? Not this time. Katsivelis. And Mashulis. Kikas again. Might step back for another attempt now. Instead it's a long 2. Can't get that to go either. Well claimed by Klavs Kavaz. Minsk looking for a way back in here. Nicely banked in off the glass there by Razenka. Less than 5 minutes to go. Another timeout called. AEK leading by 16, 80 points to 64.
Lado, los aviones. Okay, Nick, look at me, guys. Look at me. We play flash 4. We play flash 4. Flash 4. Here is Matt. Here is Matt. Nico. Lando, you split the screen. Lando, you split. Nikas is out. Lando, you split the screen. Nico, bring the ball on this side. Yannick, don't start and don't rush. Now the finish, the ending is chin. The ending is chin for Matt. Okay, be ready both sides. Be ready for both sides. Bye.
Tsmoki-Minsk down by 16. Lead extended by a further 6 points in this fourth quarter so far. It's a flying start from AEK in the fourth to really establish the advantage. The fadeaway shot is good. Yannick Moreira banks in another two. He's had a good night, Yannick Moreira. It's been a good night overall for the Greeks. Such a good record in home games in recent times. (12-2) home record in their last 14 home games in the Basketball Champions League regular season. This will be a 13th win in the last 15 regular season games at home, unless there is to be a huge turnaround here in the final 4 minutes or so. This is Katsivelis for AEK. Lejeski out to Katsivelis, goes for the three, can't get it to go. Could still turn into something here for AEK. Lejeski into the corner, Katsivelis with the chance, and he makes no mistake this time, knocking down another triple. And that lead just continues to grow, 21 points now the difference. Salash here for Minsk. Well, AEK have scored 90 or more in 4 of their last 5 home games in the Basketball Champions League. Closing in on another 90-point haul here. Over 3 minutes to go. You'd be surprised if they don't make it. Nicely claimed there by Jankovic, and that is really nicely put away by Yannick Moreira, so casual. Just floats it in. Five from 7 from the field for Yannick Moreira. 12 points. Less than 3 minutes to go here. Big 23-point lead as Tsmoki-Minsk run out of time. A real frustration. For the visiting team, who had started so well. The vast majority of the first half, they did lead the game. And it did turn very quickly, and once AEK had established control, always looked as though it was going to be very difficult for Minsk to turn things around. Plenty of contributions. 4 players into double digits for AEK this evening so far. Mishulis, Langford, Yannick Moreira, Matt Lejeski. And that is another 2 for Yannick Moreira, who's really stepped up in this fourth quarter. Just knocking down 2s for fun. Yes, now the joint top scorer in the game, along with Maxim Salash and Rob Lowry for Tsmoki-Minsk. It is a three-pointer for Tratsianetsky. And it's still a huge lead, 22 points. The difference here as Katsivelis assesses his options. Doesn't go this time, Leimanis claims it. Little more than 90 seconds left on the clock as Salash banks in another two to add to the personal tally. Decent numbers for him. 16.6 rebounds and 2 assists for Maxim Salash. And picking up 20 points in the last game. He's had a good start to the Basketball Champions League on a personal level. And his team got that first win, but it looks as though they're going to fall to defeat here. 20-point game with 80 seconds remaining. Tratsianetsky. And Rahozenka looking to knock down a three. Can't get it to go. They need to deal in threes now, but I think resigned to the fact that they are going to go home empty-handed on this occasion as Slajewski draws the foul. And a three-point play possibility here for the 35-year-old Belgian international. Joined the club earlier this year from Tofaş, the Turkish team. He's taken AEK over the 90-point mark once again. That's 5 in the last 6 Basketball Champions League home games that they've hit the 90-point mark. And he adds the extra as well, Matlajewski. A solid performance from him this evening, 16 points and 3 assists. Stavrovsky trying to get his name on the scoreboard there. He's not had a lot of time out on court. And he's missed all 3 of his attempts so far. Veremenko will try and finish with a little bit of a flourish here. Tsmoki-Minsk gave a really good account of themselves early on. This is such a tough place to come. One of the toughest in the Basketball Champions League. Nikos is happy to hold it for as long as possible, and the foul is drawn. That's outstanding from Jankovic. Great pick out here, and Katsivelis does superbly to draw the foul and make the shot. And he banks in the free throw as well. Final few seconds ticking away. And Stavrovsky misses another one, and that will do it. So AEK maintain their 100% start in Season 5 of the Basketball Champions League. It's 2 wins from 2 for the Athenians. 95-69, AEK win yet again. Well, it was a strong start from Tsmoki-Minsk. Played really well for the first 15 minutes or so, maybe a little longer. They looked to be in control. They had a decent lead. And suddenly it slipped away, and once AEK got themselves in charge, they never relinquished control. And continued to dominate, gradually built up the lead. The scoreline looks perhaps a little flattering. Tsmoki-Minsk just running out of ideas a little in that fourth quarter, only 10 points registered in the last 10-minute period. Just ran out of steam a little bit. There were some decent numbers from the home players. Katsivelis with 11 points, 16 for Matnajeski, 14 Yannick Moreira, 13 Langford, and 11 for Jonas Michulis. But those percentages that you can see, they just got better and better. It was a slow start from AEK, but they were much more ruthless, much more efficient in the latter stages. And once they got themselves into a commanding lead in the third quarter, you never really thought it was going to go any other way. In fact, even by half-time, they'd got themselves into a strong position. And they continued to impress throughout. Yannick Moreira, one of the players that perhaps we should pick out here, with 5 rebounds, 14 points and a couple of assists, 6 assists for both Nikos Gikas, who picked up 6 points as well, and Nikos Zizis, who registered 4 points and 3 rebounds. There was so much to admire from the Greek side. In the second half in particular, third and fourth quarter, they really started to turn up the heat and turn up the style. A couple of big threes late on from Nikos Gikas, which just sort of extended that advantage and put the game beyond doubt, really. Matnajeski with some fine long-range shooting as well. He hit 3 from 4 from distance. Matnajeski 16 points in total, with 3 assists as well for the 35-year-old Belgian. A lot of experience in this AEK team, of course. And you look at the likes of Keith Langford, who only actually played a little over 17 minutes tonight, picked up 13 points still, a couple of rebounds and an assist. Jonas Michulis played 20 minutes, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Just good all-round contributions, no huge numbers really to speak of. Yannick Moreira, arguably the best performer on the night, with 14 points and 5 rebounds. Tsmoki-Minsk had their moment. Rauzenka picked up double digits, 11 points for him, and for Chris Claiborne as well. 14 points for Rob Lowry, who was at one stage really on course, it would seem, for another double-double, but just 5 assists in the end for him. Maxim Salash picking up 16 points on the back of scoring 20 last week. So some good signs, and certainly, as I say, that first half performance for the most part was pretty good from Tsmoki-Minsk, but once AEK found their rhythm and got going, they couldn't really be stopped. There was so much experience, so much know-how, and so much quality. And they've taken an early command in this group. 2 wins from 2 after beating Hapoel Holon last week here at home as well by 4 points. This was much more comfortable. Holon winning their first game of the season earlier today as well. So Cholet will find themselves bottom of the pile in Group C as things stand, having lost both of their opening games. Tsmoki-Minsk will be relatively satisfied with their start. Big game for them when they come up against the Israelis, as both of those teams have a one-on-one record now. AEK are the team to chase. And they are top of the pile as things stand. 4 points after 2 wins from 2. Hapoel Holon and Tsmoki-Minsk with 1 win so far. Cholet at the bottom of the table with no wins from their opening 2 games. The top 2, remember, go through to the last 16. It's another good night here in Athens for AEK.